Alright, good morning everybody. I'm Old Man Sugarheart. Today we're playing Sovereign Syndicate. We're still in Chapter 10. This nice lady, Beatrix, has just informed us that the werewolf we're looking for is in the werewolf containment zone. I could sneak up there, but I feel like that police officer might give us some trouble. So we're just gonna head straight to the werewolf containment zone. Question is, can we sneak in there? Kitty, stop playing with the mic. Play with the mic, meow into it. Let them know you're here. Alright. How does one get into here? Voltage on that bulwark hardly lets up. Not that a sharp-witted engineer couldn't power it down. Aye. Should the need arise. Let's see, how does one get in there? Yeah, I don't know of any clever way to get in there. I'm going to actually have to talk to the police, I think. While dressed as the police. Like, this is a bad idea, but let's give it a shot. What do you, officer, actually, I don't recognize you. Where can I wager you're from another precinct? Yeah, wager you're from another precinct. Using a pod, these two, Kipling and Ogilvy. Ogilvy? Ingrates on their own, a double headache when they work together. Think you've gotten yourself turned around there, Cove. We're holding up this end today. Yeah, we're holding up this end. Me and Officer Kipling have it all under control. That an echo, or am I losing my mind? You look to be doing a fine job, but I've been asked to double check the security on the inside. So if you'll kindly make a path. Yeah. That's a critical failure. Right, and they're sending constables to important security jobs now. Funny. Chief Inspector never mentioned that. You're right, that's funny. Sending constable to check security. Pfah! I bet my right arm that dwarf is the constable himself. Not a prudent time to mention it, though. That's me up against a wall. I need to get past these bobbies, and it looks like Molly's envelope is my only chance. In your official capacity as an officer, show them Molly's envelope. I said it was only for emergencies, but I tried all I can think of, so I think this qualifies. For your eyes only, officers. I got you running post 2, Constable. Let me see that. What is it, Sergeant? We've been called away, Gilvey. Come on. Really? But, Sergeant, are you sir? Yeah, now move. And don't speak of this again or you'll find yourself reassigned to Soho for the duration. That's an order. Yes, Sergeant. Of course, Sergeant. Well, I'm glad that's done with. What a couple of jolterheads. I need to power it down first. There's a circuit box nearby. Right, what do we have here? Take a closer look at the circuit box. A battered metal circuit box secured by a padlock. Let's try to open it. Hey! The first time I feel like I've passed a difficult check. This latch is no trouble for a sharp-witted engineer. Inside is a set of breakers powering the fence. Pull the purple wire. Nothing to it. Now I can slip inside the gap in the boards. If you're going in, there's no sense in turning back. Do I have everything I need? Gun, tranquilizers, and gumption. What else could a hunter want? Let's go. No time like the present. It's the first time we've been in a new area in a long time, I think. Despite the rancid vapor of oil and industrial waste, humble firepot was a vagabond's best friend. As close to a hearth as he or she may ever have. Let's check the ruddy tent. Here's a convenient place to change out of my copper togs. I'm gonna keep playing a copper for a day. Might actually come in handy when we meet Sykes. A haggard prisoner. A hunched woman. Poor dear, she's having a rough go of it. She looks up at me through a messy tangle of hair. It's not even dark yet, and judging by those tufts of hair, I'd say we're seeing an early transformation. They treating you alright in here? They treat me like a beast, but I came to the zone of my own accord. Alright. Otto, wait. What was that, Otto? I will not participate in this enterprise. Is that a touch of rebellion I'm hearing? Fascinating. I don't know what you mean. You're failing to consider Mr. Sykes' inherent value as an intelligent entity. I will not participate in his abduction. An automaton's empathy for his fellow sentient being has outstripped my own. Makes a dwarf think. Explain yourself. I am a monster hunter, Otto. That is my vocation, as you very well know. Mr. Sykes is a werewolf. Because of their feral nature, werewolves have certain limitations on their rights. They're not full citizens yet, like you and I. Yeah, like you and like I am. Who've stumbled a bit there. You're conceding that although Mr. Sykes is a sentient being, you have chosen to violate his innate human rights? Alright, I'm going to send him home with compassion. You make a strong point about Mr. Sykes, and I will take it under advisement, but I can't have anyone naysaying me in the middle of a job. Why don't you head back to the workshop for now, and I'll see you later. Yes, that is a reasonable compromise. Still, I wonder if I'm going too far with this endeavor. You must be Mr. Sykes. Yeah, I'm still wearing this ridiculous Bobby's outfit. Must be somewhere around here I can ditch it. One of the tents down below should do nicely. I thought it would give me a little credence into like why I could abduct him. Alright, back to business. Tranquilizer's in the chamber. Better keep my trigger finger at the ready. Address him cordially. Mr. Sykes, I presume. Yes, I'm Sykes, although I don't quite feel like myself at the moment. Just a minute. Can't talk at length, but someone behind bars. Stay hand with a padlock, I see. You better explain yourself. Yeah, let's think up a pretty lie. Oh, hey, we did it. We're rolling good tonight. The ladies of the Velvet Rose pooled their pennies and hired me to spring you. We're going someplace safe to hide until the police officers find the real killers. Real killer? What are you talking about? This confusion seems genuine. Poor fellow doesn't even know the bobbies are after him. Confusion or no, I don't have time for this. I'll explain it all later. For now, we've got to get you out of here. Alright, well, I suppose I am in your hands. Now, don't worry about this. It's not a gun. Just a little sleeping potion for the trip. What do you mean? Why should I have to be asleep? It's just a precaution, less suspicious with you being a fugitive. Trust me, I do this kind of thing all the time. Suppose I haven't much choice. Go ahead then. Fire the gun. Won't hurt much anyway. Claude Sam, Mr. Sykes. There's no way I pronounced that right. Silly Celtic, it's probably pronounced like flurflarbable. Or Gaelic, I suppose. Oh, shoot, it's Jimmy. What's that? Leaden steps approaching on the platform. His coming is an equally large and fleet-footed. For grave, I'd said I was impressed if it wasn't for your shenanigans at the pump house. Your pay will be docked for that, you know. At least you properly dealt with Mr. Sykes. Thanks for stating the obvious. Hey, Road. The fine work you did over at the pump house certainly didn't go unnoticed. Molly's now seeking compensation for your addicts, and I've come to claim those couple of pounds. I don't know if I can appeal to Jimmy's better half. Yeah, let's pay the fine. Man's a killer. You, sir, drive a hard bargain. Don't get cheeky, Redgrave. Just be thankful that you still have a million on top of your shoulders. Bugger off and let me get on with the job. With some people, it is dangerous to forget one's place. I suggest you remember that I am one such person. And come all the way out here to praise your handiwork. I'm collecting Sykes and taking him the rest of the way. Agree to work together. Huh. You're wanting the exercise that badly, I suppose we can do the delivery together. Don't worry, when we get there, you'll have the chance to collect your fee from Molly directly. We're Clara Reed again. Chapter 11, St. Catherine Docks. You're still in London, and though you've been trying to make yourself useful investigating the murders, Zora seems convinced the culprit is a werewolf. And there are a few clues to support this. Now, the theory is a little too neat for your taste. Vey agrees, but the coppers don't. Ugh, talking to Molly makes my skin crawl. I've got this dratted party tonight. Tanner's telegram said he'd gotten me a special outfit. I should go to the bell jar and check with Sorry to see if it's arrived. Can't forget, I need to track down that journalist. Excuse me, Ivana Orsini. Molly said that Ivana might be found at the bell jar. Sorry about that. I have a bit of a cough. That's a couple of things I can handle in quick succession. Efficiency is key if I'm ever to catch this killer. Speaking of hating to talk to Molly, I still didn't confront her about the organ harvesting. Now seems like a great time. Where'd she go? Oh, Iron Bear and Dante, are they friends? Then you do have access to the Arsenal warehouse here at the wharf. My good man, I do, but that's not the point. Ah, Miss Clara. You always make the day a little brighter. Very kind of you, Dante. Sorry I interrupted. But now that I have, what are you two plotting? Sounds quite serious. Iron Bear shoots Dante a flinty look. Dante responds by throwing up his arms in mock exasperation. Alright, Iron Bear, this young lady's word carries a good deal of weight around here. Miss Clara, your friend is interested in getting a certain set of diagrams authored by Lord Braxton. They would describe a prototype, steam-powered repeating rifle, a very advanced firearm. Give Iron Bear a look at my own, he shrugs. There's a saying, I believe, never to put all of one's eggs in one basket. He makes a fair point. You have access to these diagrams, Dante. So I was about to tell Iron Bear before your arrival, I do not. Nothing so valuable is stored at the Arsenal warehouse. Too much foot traffic, too many strangers. Lord Braxton is kind of paranoid about that kind of thing, wisely as it turns out. Dante pauses for effect. He's truly relishing his role here. The repeated rifle plans are most likely to be found at Braxton Manor, and I believe Lord Braxton is hosting a party there in the near future. Huh. Dante, you don't mind throwing a wrench in the Lord Braxton's plans, as the expression goes? Lord Braxton's moral compass fell out of its housing some time ago, and seemingly slid off the deck into the sea. The uses to which he, with visible effort, Dante cuts his tirade short. Suffice to say, I have my reasons, but I won't bore you with them. I've been looking into some troubling rumors, and now I need to make things right. Mysterious indeed. Miss Reed, will you help me acquire the diagrams from the manor? I would be in your debt. That's reason enough for searching the manor for the diagrams. Sounds like a bit of fun. Thank you, Miss Reed. I will meet you at Cunningham at the ferry landing here at the wharf when it is time to leave. What's the English expression? Good luck and Godspeed? Dante, I take it you're the sort to collect and pay for cogs? Actually, I'm going to hang on to those cogs. I'm going to hand them over to Teddy directly if I can. Good day to you, gentlemen. I like how that went down. Helena Bailey. Have we talked to her? Hound is still loitering here to no obvious end. Okay. Oh, okay. Tender's sitting here waiting to take us to the party. Got it. What we need to do, let's go to the bell jar. I wonder if we have a unique dialogue with Calvin and Tessica if they're here. Oh, they're not here. Ooh. We did give a fish to this kitty. Bacon licks his paw, unbothered by my present. Not a care in the world, we will pet the bacon. Who's this handsome little fellow? Bacon purrs with his eyes closed. You are! Just as I'm about to leave, Bacon emits a high-pitched meow, as though he were trying to get my attention. Then, as I watch, he runs off down an alleyway. Wonder where he's off to. Alright, time to drop everything. A cat needs me. I imagine he went down here to the rat catcher. Just seems like a cool place for a cat to be. Did you see a cat come down here? G'day. It's not so often I have a proper lady at the pinfold, but of course it does happen. Then what may I call my lady? Clara Reed. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Pleasure's all mine, I assure you. Wait till Pavel Gerard's rats quit skittering so you may take your exact pick. Sorry, Mr. Gerard, these vermin are far too keen on biting for my taste. Not a problem, miss. You only need to pay for the more well-trained ones. If we can train a dog, then why not train a rat? All the same, I'm a little short on dosh at the moment. Good day, Mr. Gerard. Where's my kitty? The cat is not here? You go in the broken window? Not much to see here but a few shards of glass. Perhaps something has crashed into the window. What about the bed for vagrants? Is this not the alleyway, I wonder? Are there more alleyways? Perhaps up here? Have you seen a kitty cat? Welcome back, taking a shiny of my peerless specimens. Comment on his ostrich. My, that is a fine ostrich you're riding. Does it have a name? This here is Wallace. Just let him smell you first and he'll be your loyal confidant. Offer my hand to Wallace. Nearly as stiff, not in matrimony. Squawk. He's having a bad day. Never mind him. I'm sure you'll be friends before long. Leave politely. You certainly have some standouts. How intriguing. I'll know where to find you next time. Where's the cat? Oh, it's Tessica and Calvin. What a delightful surprise. Tessica, Calvin. What a treat to see you both, and somewhere other than the Palladium, no less. We do spend time in other places, do we not, Calvin? I'm certain I don't know what you're insinuating, dear. Sniping at each other as always. But in good faith, ask them about the restaurant. As I am to catch you between bouts of chasing the Green Fairy, I must question your choice of the locale. The restaurant has been shut for a long while. Alas and alack for the best curry in London. Still, the best patio in London yet remains, and all the better now that none will shoo you along for not paying. Do you remember Ginger Cake? When the three of us first met, the idea of having a meal at this establishment was the height of luxury. She's looking at me very intently. Certainly, I could smell the spices from my tiny room just off the square, taunting me endlessly. Finally, we agreed to pool our resources and have a plate. What a meal that was. Bliss on my tongue. No dish has ever tasted as sweet, even now, with the means to buy our own. I recall it being spicy, not sweet. It took me back to my days with the Romani caravans. But why is this sun promenade down memory lane? You have friends in London, Ginger Cake. We don't want you to forget it. Let's maintain our composure. Hey, we did it. That was pointed. They found me out for trying to skip town. I really think I could keep a secret from these two for long? No need to look so alarmed, Clara dear. we shall not push, though neither of us shall we watch in abject silence. How well they know me. Still, best change the subject. No need for the morbs in this early day. So, what about showing your new patron? What about that showing with your new patron? How'd it go? Hardly the smoothest, but they'll forgive me, I hope. Oh, quite well, in fact. Our partnership has garnered me an invite to the party this evening with Lord Braxton Manor. That's lovely. I'm going as well. Fantastic, Clara. At least I'll be able to look forward to your company, if nothing else. You know how I feel about these kinds of parties. I, for one, shall not be attending such a gaudy fete. The dress code seems awful bore, and I did away with corsets and gowns years ago. Indeed. Might we all be blessed with your fortitude, Calvin? Well, Ginger Cake, we shan't keep you. I'm sure you have important things to do before the party. Don't be a stranger, Clara. Oh, open book. My unguarded and uncongenial friend, as ever you are. I got the inflection on that one completely wrong. I suppose I deserve that. I make no promises, Calvin, but I shall certainly try. Alright, back to the important business of where that cat went. There's an alley over here, if I'm not mistaken. Olivia, have you seen a cat? Olivia remains focused on the street as though I weren't even here. You know, she disappeared for a few chapters. Please, this path will take me to the fashion district. Like I desperately need to spruce my appearance up. People assume I'm looking for revealing clothes, such as the courtesan's burden. Never a dull moment. My hope went down. But I'm looking for a cat. Hope should be everywhere. Okay, well, if the cat's not here... Maybe he went down to the docks? That's in that direction. There's nothing more important than this cat. Little collie. The kitty make his way down here? Huh. Something is important about this cat, and I really want to figure out what it is. Let's jam our hand in some storm drains. That might solve it. It didn't. Maybe he went to Red Lantern Lane? It's also in the direction he wandered. No kitties here. Poison killer. Nothing in the journal about the kitty. There you go here. The cat is not a horse. I've never been out this far before. Just keeps going. An archway. This path leads straight into London's industrial sector. Nothing but factories and workhouses. Just all the soot and smoke are confined to a single place, and the mechanisms as such buildings are something to behold. Hey, I got my hope back. Perhaps these new automatons will take the sting out of the workhouse life, allowing its denizens an easier path to stability. That's the idea. I'm not sure it always works out that way. Alright. Did Bacon the cat come this way? Any of you kids see a kitty? I still think it's super rad that they've got this windmill of chairs here. No cats here. Ginger Street? It's also off of Soares Square. Burn building? You can see porcelain in the rubble. Perhaps this was a laundry or beauty parlor. Or someone forgot to pay Molly their protection money. I might have to give up on finding this cat. The only place left is Beggar's Lane. It's just not there.